Oh
Right?
shit! Gotta feel my legs.
Ever since he got that Wu-Tang tattoo, that's all he want to show. So,
And Connor, I'm fucking dead, bro. That's hysterical. You could not have timed that more perfectly. I snapped my neck. I said, "Oh, I gotta check my legs," and then you. Oh my goodness, that was good. That was good timing.
Anyways, all right, we're here to talk about episodes 1 and 2 of Welcome to Derry, the prequels. And let me just start off by saying, that's nasty.
man, that dude, listen,
That's nasty.
my boy Penny is a freak bag. His asshole, boy.
You can call him that, bro. There's got to be something worse, bro. Because
No, he's what?
to to have all of this, right? Like be happening, but you like know as the viewer in the back of your mind that it's still Pennywise, bro. Fuck that dude.
Yeah.
It's
Like,
creepy. It's scary, but like in a freaky way. That's why I call him a freak bag. Like, what are you doing, bro? You just a lot of ways you
Very
can get
disturbing.
like,
Well, this is the thing about him that I read from like one of the so he only goes after children. Weird. They're the perfect food source. He seasons his food by scaring them. He can scare them. So if they get scared from something else and he eats them, throws the whole flavor off. So he got to scare them himself so that they taste properly.
Yeah.
It's some sick shit, bro.
So
Yeah.
Pennywise, to sum it up, he's an interdimensional alien that pretty much landed in that part of Maine. Millions. He's been there for years. He was there before it was even called Maine.
Yeah.
Derry. It's like, so think of like Wanda and the Hex. That's kind of because he controls everything that's going on. All that hatred and evil shit. That's him. He's influencing all that. So, but yes, he feasts on fear, and
Yeah.
children are the easiest to scare. That's pretty much why he goes after children mainly, and that's why the Hanlon, he's essentially the main character right now. He plays Mike's grandpa in It Chapter 1. So that's the same character. I mean, not the actor, but it's the same character. And I don't know if you heard what they said. He was in an accident somewhere during war, and it affected his brain. He essentially damaged a part of his brain where he can't feel fear, and that's why they want him to be like, he has to be the one.
And that's the dude with the mustache.
The black dude with the mustache, yeah.
That's why he was like, "You're going to have to just pull that trigger."
Right.
Oh,
He was
that's tough. That's tough.
And he broke that down crazy too. He said he goes he's a racist son of a bitch, but he ain't the one that yeah,
That's crazy.
but yeah. So that's it. That's Pennywise essentially, and he can he's crazy.
So if he's okay, obviously not that I'm doubting, but I'm just asking for sort like how did you find out he was an interdimensional alien for one, and two, does that mean that there are more of him out there?
Nah, he's the last of his kind.
His last of his kind. There is. Oh my bad.
And he's a female. Because his true form is spider type creature, and in It Part 2, when they go into his domain or whatever, they find a whole bunch of like eggs, spider eggs, right? He's it. That's why it's called It. It's the last of its kind. There is no other one. There could have been, because it was technically pregnant, from what I read in the books. That's the theory. But yeah, it's only that it is it. But even though like in It Part 2, they killed his physical form, his what do you call it?
Take over like a host?
No, not even metaphorical form. He picked that form of a clown because it was the scariest thing in the 1700s when he was in Derry.
Yeah.
So he was like, "Yeah, I'm gonna fuck with this build," and then, yeah, bro, he just kept it going.
And then,
Stephen King is a creepy motherfucker, dude.
Yeah.
Dude. Well, and so what I think is so crazy about the intensity of this show is the fact that one, like I said earlier, we all know it's Pennywise, but I heard that Pennywise himself doesn't show up until like the last 2 or 3 episodes of the actual like
He's
season.
He's gonna be in 5 episodes. It's on IMDb.
This next episode, I think, is actually I've read it might be the origin of him, like what happened, and it's there's a lot of lore behind it, like and how to.
Yes, so much shit I didn't even know about, bro. What?
I'm saying.
Did you guys see the the turtle references? That's maturing the turtle. That's like God in this universe.
Yeah, that's one of Stephen King's other top 5 villains. Like it's number 3, the turtle is number 2, and then Crimson King is number 1. And that the Crimson King ties to Dark Tower, the movie. That's in the It universe too.
Like I said, it's
Crimson
already...
King, is that?
Already universe.
Yeah. That was the main antagonist from Dark Tower with Idris Elba or whatever.
Which I have not seen. I've seen it.
It's a good movie. It's good. It was supposed to be bigger than it was.
I was gonna say I've been mentioning it to you guys too, but this is definitely for the video. The character Dick Halloran, the dude that they were all going to the bar together, and they said, "Oh, we gotta bounce." And then when they showed up back drunk, he told them, "Well, that was episode 2, and I don't know if Los saw this." So
it's okay.
He goes to the guard tower, and he's saying, he goes, "Ain't you guys know there's a curfew or whatever? Oh, I think you guys are drunk too." They're like, but then he goes, "No, you're gonna let me in." He was in the first episode, and he's like, "Yeah, call somebody, tell them what my name is, and let them know it's Dick Halloran." Dick Halloran he's from The Shining, yeah. Mm-hmm. Like it's the same character from the Shining movie. He was one of the head chefs, I think, in the movie.
Yeah, he's the old black dude in The Shining.
Yeah.
Yeah, he has The Shining, and he's actually part of the special project they're doing. That's trying to find it. They're trying to use it as a weapon because they said.
Which is, I'm assuming, what the military is there for.
Yeah.
Yep.
And that's what Dick Halloran's there for, to find it, because he can sense it, I guess.
And that's why they need the other guy, because he's not afraid of Pennyworth or anything.
Right, and they need the other guy because he doesn't have any sense of fear. So,
interesting.
That's crazy. That almost just leaves you with so many more questions than answers. How many seasons do we know? Like how many seasons we're supposed to get of this?
It's probably gonna. You said what?
Rumored 3, and it's going to be 3 different eras of Pennywise.
I've heard the 3 different eras, but I didn't know if they were trying to do that all in one season.
It got renewed for the second season already, I think.
Yeah.
Good.
3 makes sense because where they pick up now, it takes place right before the original It series. Mm-hmm. Then when he got to Derry and took the clown persona, he went on like a fucking killing spree, bro. He killed like 300 people from his village type shit.
Yeah.
That'll probably be the last season.
What's the significance of the 27 years? Why is that his pattern?
That's when he wakes up. It's like Jeepers Creepers.
What? That's just
so like he has to hibernate, kind of thing.
Yeah, he'll get full, then he'll hibernate for 27 years.
But his influence is still there. Like it's like a hex aura thing.
Man, I would get the fuck out of Derry after
saying.
Right, but you saw the kid try to in the first episode, and
after 27 years, when he woke back up, when the kids grew up, in It Part 2, they started getting
freaky ass.
Yeah,
that freaky ass opening scene is him. Of the lady.
Bro.
Yeah, that shit was crazy, man.
For which?
The very first opening scene of the first episode in the car.
Oh yeah, I thought you were talking about the movie. Dude,
that's it waking up.
Yep.
That's how he wakes up.
But even if you leave Derry, his influence is gonna follow you if you encountered him. If you didn't encounter him, you good. But like all them kids had to go back and kill him because they getting fucked up, fucking with their lives and all this shit.
I just watched it too. So actually, what happens is when they leave, their memory is like wiped. Like there's like a huge slot of their life they just don't remember. Like it's weird. But when they go back, their memory starts coming back, and they have to. But then when they finally killed it, that was the happy ending. It's like they moved away, but they still remembered everything. So yeah, it's weird. It's such a crazy lore, but it's crazy how we know how it ends. But but it's
dude, and I'm literally on Reddit right now I typed in like lore for it, and this is literally just it lore. That's all it is.
You should go on the Wiki fandom page. It sums it all up better. But
So I've heard of this turtle before, when I've heard that it's one of the only things that can actually defeat Pennywise.
Yes.
Yeah.
What is it?
He's like
It's an entity.
He's an entity. He's like God, essentially, of this universe, kind of. And that's why like they've been hinting at it in the show with like the you want to trade, that part with the kids on the balcony where they were trading like their pieces. She goes, "Oh, I got a turtle."
Mhm.
But then there's also the freaking when they're doing the nuke thing with the turtle at the school, and they were using it as a mascot. So there's always these hints of turtles, and they're probably going to keep doing that.
Yeah, it's
Interesting.
The name of it is Maturin,
Yeah.
and it's an unseen, overarching protagonist of the novel It, and it's an overarching protagonist of the Dark Tower series.
Oh, Dark Towers! I forgot about that. That's
Yeah,
also
it's one of. That's what I was saying that it's connected to, because that's where the Crimson King comes in. But the turtle is also like one of the 12 guardians of the beams that hold up the Dark Tower. So that just shows you how important the Dark Tower is in that whole universe.
Jesus, I wonder if he's just had this in mind the whole time as he's making all of these different stories and shit just to make a fat ass TV show.
Well, now it's not the TV show, bro. The universe exists prior to the TV show. Like,
oh yeah,
already established, bro. Like, I gotta go watch some of these movies that I never seen, bro, because it's all connected, bro.
They're on HBO Max.
Yeah.
It Chapter 1 and Chapter 2. Chapter 1 I think was better than the Chapter 2, but Chapter 2 was still good.
That first episode did a great job of getting you. Hey, if you had no knowledge or no interest about it before, I bet you want to watch everything after that first episode. I was like, what the fuck?
Bro, you did not think that those kids were going to get freaking massacred like that.
What was the first movie?
I found the show that I was referencing earlier, that it feels like this is what they tried to do. Castle Rock was released in 2018, and it's a psychological horror series set in the Stephen King multiverse, combining the mythological scale of like all of his other stuff. There's mentions of Shawshank. There, like the guy that plays it, Bill Skarsgård, like he's in it.
Oh, I forgot. Yeah, he does play Pennywise.
There's a lot of stuff in here that has to do with like lore for like the Stephen King world. Shawshank is mentioned, Derry is mentioned, and like it's just all other stories that eventually bring everything together. But this is like Castle Rock seems like that's what they were trying to do with this. They scrapped it after 2 seasons and realized that the best way to probably do it was through it, because that's is more captivating.
Yeah, and what it sounds like too, it sounds like it traveling through the interdimensional, like, because that's what it sounds like. He came through like from a completely different universe, and then crash landed here, and it's like his arrival is what sparked all this. There's rumors of the Mist is going to get mentioned in this too. Like I think there's some trailers with it. That's going to be really fun, cool. Obviously there was The Shining. I'm not sure if Shawshank has. I would have to go back and see.
There was I remember, or I thought I remember there being a mention of Shawshank Prison.
Good.
And so that's what like piqued my interest, because someone had said something about Shawshank. I think it was one of the military guys.
It's very possible. There's also I wonder the guy that when they. Well, so this is gonna be a spoiler for you also. Those in episode 2, the girl's dad, the girl that was also in the theater with them, the one that worked at the theater. Obviously the police use their.
I got to that part in the beginning where he's like, it's very possible that they could come after me, blame me for it, type stuff.
And they did, and they arrested him. So right now he's arrested. Yeah. So maybe that's where I don't know. Maybe that's. We'll find out what who his character actually is. Maybe I don't know, but
yeah.
I wanted to see. I wonder if they do a little bit more of like a deeper dive into what happened to Lily's dad, because they just came out and was like, yeah, he got chopped up and it was crazy. A lot of stuff happened to her, and
Well,
she's kind of crazy.
that scene in the grocery store was kind of because what happened was like she was at the thing. They were like picking her dad up from work at the pickle factory. She had like a mood ring or something, and then she lost it in there. And he went in, and I guess there was some machine malfunction. He went in to help, got stuck in the machine, got killed, and she blames herself for it because she's like, "Oh, I could have just it was just a stupid ring or whatever." I could be for some reason I'm drawing a blank of what it is. She left something in there, and
It was a movie.
it was a mood ring. Okay, and he yeah, and then there's obviously the scene too because he worked at a pickle factory. There's the nasty scene with the pickle jars in the grocery store, and all the aisles are closing, and you see all the people just poking around the corner and like looking at it,
Right.
like just making you just unsettled. Like, oh my god, it was.
That's my biggest thing when it comes to the It movies is when I saw the first one in theaters, that movie is probably the last time like a movie actually got like a jump out of me in theaters. And I just noticed that every fucking scene, there's just always someone
There's always hints of him arriving, like
or like
he's.
peeking around, like when they're in the library in the first movie, which I loved the callback in this first episode. First episode, first movie, they're like, "Oh, I know where to go," and they go to the fucking library.
Yeah,
But like in the library in the first one, the librarian is literally just like hunched over like this, watching them in the distance the entire time they're trying to figure this shit out. I'm like, ugh.
yeah, it's such an unsettling. Yeah, it's.
I'm
Oh
just
man.
gonna assume that he probably killed her dad. You know what I'm saying? Like
Right.
Oh, he probably
it's like
there's a chance that he had something to do with it.
if the fear is the seasoning, this man is prepping the food. He letting it soak overnight. He preparing shit like just so he can
Dude.
come
And
back and torture
marinate.
the daughter. You know what I
Well, and
mean?
that's one of the things that I had read on the Reddit post. It said he never finishes his flesh meals. This is because it doesn't eat flesh. Its meat is imagination, and fear is the salt. When you become a victim, he casts your mind into the deadlights, which is what you see him open with in the second movie.
Yeah,
Yep.
that was.
And it says, where your mind floats for all of eternity while going insane with fear, and it just continues to feed off of that.
And
That's why his presence is remaining because he's still.
and the other reason behind that why they float is because when he puts the deadlights out, that's the only time you can really see his real form, and it's so much for a human mind to comprehend that they just lose their shit.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just an automatic trance off the rip.
It's like he
Right.
himself is like the portal, but it's not. But it's so yeah.
Yeah,
But then you see the teeth and all that. That shit is so.
shit, man.
so-
It's a sick son
So
of a bitch.
crazy.
dude.
I don't know. Sounds like I'm gonna have to go back and watch all those movies.
I was literally just thinking that.
I watched them recently. They're really good. I think the first one's better than the second one. I think the second one they were just trying to get some big. Obviously, got James McAvoy and is it Bill Hader?
Bill Hader,
Yeah,
yeah,
he
because
plays-
Finn Wolfhard wanted Bill Hader as his.
Yeah. Finn Wolford, I would
And,
say you could tell he had a lot of fun with his character in those movies.
Oh yeah, for sure, for
And
sure.
then Bill Hader just running off it. He goes, "You're married?" I think it's Richie, right? Yeah, Richie. He goes, "You got married?" He goes,
Yeah.
He goes, "I've been married." He goes, "Yeah, me and your mom."
He's like,
have
what,
been
like to a
happy
woman?
He goes, "Yeah, me and your mom have been married for together."
Oh, yeah. Dude, in the first one, Richie's mom asks him for a kiss, and Finn's character's like, "Oh, do you want one from me too?" Like, fucking.
Eddie
He's
is
really
the
just clowning his mom his whole movie.
R.I.P. Eddie. That was my favorite character. He was funny as shit, even as a little.
He was, dude.
Even as a kid and that shit with the cast. He was hilarious.
Oh my gosh, dude! He was losing his shit. He goes, "No, bro."
So do you think-
he went out like a G in the second one?
Do you
He
guys
did.
think that he has an influence on all the students? Because I don't know about you, but all of them kids was bad as hell.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
they
Is
were
this
all
a
mean
reference
as
to the
fuck.
second episode?
Just in general, like all
In the
them
second
kids were
episode,
mean
you
as
do
shit.
see a lot more townsfolk, and you do see that they're like, they just allow bad shit to happen. Like to see a kid
See,
get
and that's
chased.
another thing that I think about all the
Boys will
time
be boys.
when you.
Yeah, that was crazy.
Oh no, it's one of those.
It was boys will be boys. They just
Yeah,
it's
But they
just
were beating
regular
the
to
shit
them.
out of this kid and chasing him around.
but it
Just like,
turned.
what?
That's the influence that it has on the entire town of Derry. Because if you fast forward to it part 2, very beginning,
Mm-hmm.
you got a dude and his boyfriend getting beat up for being gay. They threw
Literally.
his ass.
Yeah,
They threw him off the bridge. That's when I was like, oh, overkill, bro.
Right.
Damn.
they
That
did.
was crazy.
That's
And then
crazy.
the first movie, Ben they're taking a knife to his stomach and putting an H
Oh,
with his
bro, and they're
stomach,
fucking carving
and
it.
the car just
But
drives by.
real quick to finish that thought, that was probably the one time it ate somebody that wasn't a kid at the beginning of it part 2.
He did, yeah. That was.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna say why. He just woke up. He influenced the fuck out of them kids to scare them niggas, man. And
Yeah.
they that dude. So that I just had that revelation just now. He was preparing his food.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He did. He definitely be.
Yeah.
Listen, I'm telling you, this
Speaking
show
of
got
shit
me
overnight.
paranoid. Bro, I was cooking. I'm cooking. My pantry door opened by itself. I'm like, oh
Nah.
hell, nah, bro.
Oh what?
Hell
Oh
no.
what?
Hell no. No.
I
God
told
damn it.
somebody I was asking somebody at work. I was like, "Are you watching the show?" Da 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 da. I said, I just finished the first episode, and I told him I was like, "I'm glad I watched it at like 10 o'clock in the morning with the lights on and the sun out, bro. Because like sitting there, bro, just
Nightmare
they.
material.
Oh my god, dude, they do such a good job of making you actually feel like you're
Uncomfortable.
just fucked and uncomfortable and like.
Bro, like, it was just, like, and just seeing those kids just get freaking massacred
And so
like
like
that
in
in the first episode.
So that's not like a vision, like
No,
those
that
kids
is real. Those
in.
kids are dead, and they blamed the little girl's dad for it.
Yeah.
Bro, they
But what
run out
about
of
that
the
girl that is
theater.
okay? And don't answer this for me in case if it's a spoiler. But in the second episode, I got to the point where like the girl that escaped is reliving all of that, and she's like she
It's a
dreamt.
flash. It was a dream, but it's a flashback. It happened. Like she's living in like it's a nightmare, like PTSD stuff.
Yeah.
Like that little girl and her brother got
Are you talking about Hanlon's daughter?
not
Is that
Hanlon.
Hanlon's daughter?
That's not Hanlon. No.
No,
Oh,
that's
What's his? What is her name?
the theater
Yeah,
owners.
the theater. Yeah. It's
that. That's just so crazy. I
Yeah,
honestly
'cause
thought
they
that the mutant baby ripped that kid in half, but then in the beginning of the second episode, you just see him throw his entire body onto the projector screen or like into the projector
mm,
room, and you're like, "Fuck!"
dude at the very beginning.
and she runs out of the
Just covered in
the
blood.
theater with a hand in her hand. Did that
In
just
her
happen?
hand,
She's like,
bro. It gives you like the boys season 1 feeling where you look down and she's still got it, and you're like, "Oh no way!"
yeah, because she tried to reach out for her.
That little girl did not seem as scared as I thought she was like, "Hey, here's my hand," not like, "Oh, dude, I'd have been full fetal." Like I'm.
That girl had the strong hand for sure.
Dude,
Well, if you went fetal, you would have died.
dude, that fucking yeah. Do you guys think it? I think. What is that? Is her name Lily? Oh, you gotta be.
Yeah.
The white girl.
Yeah.
The one that's with her dad that got killed by the pickle.
Yeah.
I think personally, girl, you gotta just risk going to that hospital for a few days. It's like, what you mean?
Yeah.
All you gotta do is tell her the God honest truth. The God honest truth.
She let the lie happen and still ended up there.
Yeah.
So it's
Yeah.
all fucked.
Yeah. Like, I really think because I think that sheriff really didn't. He was doing it right, but then the people started talking about, yeah, we're not gonna vote for you if you don't arrest this man.
No. Then he needs to
Yeah.
be a man of his values and say, "Fuck what y'all talking about in that election,
Everybody in
bitch."
this damn town. Everybody in that damn
Next
town.
his home.
Well, they're also like openly racist. So I mean, I feel like they're just kind of looking
Right.
for a reason.
And of course, that's
Nigga said this ain't America.
this is Derry. When he said that, though, I really think that was like, I wonder if that was supposed to be like a message, like that was it, almost speaking. But I don't know. Like that's because I think there is definitely some like historical, like they were to make sure that like this actually happened though, and not this obviously specifically, but like those type of situations have happened. But dude, yeah, I think great, yeah, great show. That second episode was definitely like felt long too when I was watching it, but I
Yeah,
was
it
so
was also you
but
got
I
a
was
lot more.
invested.
You got a lot more information.
Yeah,
I like the first episode better.
yeah, the first episode definitely
Yeah.
grabbed it, but I think this one was a builder. I think this third one, I gotta watch.
Dude, that scene when the kid was like, I fucking knew the government was working on something. It's a giant fucking mutant baby. I'm like, yeah, that's he is the only one with a valid response right now. The rest of y'all are just sitting there
Right.
watching it crawl toward you.
And he was the first one to die. He got split in half, well, split open, and then thrown up against fucking shit.
What is he
You
doing
know,
in the
and
goddamn movie? What is he doing in the goddamn movie?
Dude,
I was just about to say, yeah,
I
that's
like that
no,
kid, bro.
no,
because he was like,
it said, "I gotta take him out, man. He asking too
they
many
was
valuables."
like, they was like, Maddie, why are you in there? Come out. I can't. You guys are why I'm here.
but why though? Why are they saying that you guys are why I'm here?
You're right.
Well, I
he
mean, I
tried to
know that,
leave.
but
He's
He
trying
tried
to.
to leave because he was lonely, basically. They
Yeah.
say he didn't feel it wanted in that, you know what I mean? And him
and
trying
that
to
was
leave
just some random ass family he was hitchhiking with, right?
but
Yeah.
they all got hit with the same thing.
Hmm.
For him leaving, well, dying.
Well, because
Yeah, because they were like, maybe if I would have talked to him, maybe if I would
right.
have stayed
He
with
tried to
him.
confide. They were supposed to be his friends. He tried to confide in them, and they all gave him a cold shoulder.
Kids gonna
Damn.
always think that they're the problem when their friend dies, man, because they don't feel like they could have done more or done something to help.
Right.
And shit, you can't do nothing when somebody trying to scare you to eat you, man.
That's so crazy, bro. Like I knew that like it lore was extensive, but I never knew it extended to the point of like well, I don't know. Like this Stephen King stuff seems like it could be to an extent, right? It seems like it could be real. Like it's not like some sort of MCU or like DCU or nothing. But like this is the shit that like I never thought I'd get like a horror verse out of Stephen King. Like I never anticipated that, and I'm here for it, bro. They're also doing a Carrie show. Season one just got greenlit, and they're doing Carrie as a show, which I don't know how they would do it as a show. But if they can
Is
continue to connect certain things, like
They're
I'm
is
here
gonna
that
for that.
Nicole?
they're gonna keep doing it. Got,
Carrie's
I got,
the prom
got
girl, Connor.
yeah. I gotta dip and head to this dinner, so major apologies.
You
But
good, man?
all right,
Have a good time, brother.
It was just
But Carrie's that girl that got bullied because she was like weird and different in high school, and then she ended up having powers. Her mom was a super religious nut who thought that she was like the spawn of the devil. And so she like kind of abused her, and then they like bully her publicly at prom and like cover her in like blood and shit like that. So then she just loses her shit and goes crazy, kills everybody in this fucking high school, and it's a really good movie. Don't know how they're gonna turn it into a show. But the girl who played in was it Kick Ass?
Yes.
Chloe Grace Moretz.
mhm.
Yeah, she is Carrie in the newest one. And then there's like an old '80s one. But are we? But with them connecting everything, obviously we don't expect them to do like a on your and they'll fucking fight all the entities in this. But like do you think there will be some sort of like bringing it all together kind of thing?
Like a
Or do you think they'll just
crossover.
like make mentions? Yeah, like any crossovers?
A lot of
That's
the
so
characters,
crazy.
I didn't expect to die so quick. I'm gonna be honest. I was just getting attached. I thought it was gonna be like, I was like, oh, we're getting a little Stranger Things vibe. These the kids I'm finna be rocking with.
Oh
Dude,
man, I seen
I
that
was
too. I
like,
was
oh,
like,
they're giving
hey,
us like the little vibe of like the first movie, like a group of
drinking
kids
sodas,
back
kicking
at
it.
it. Look, man, I know that shock is like a thing, right? And like, I know when you see things that you can't like fathom or believe or just make sense of, that you just like freeze up. But bro, I promise you, if I see that, I'm running. There's no like,
As fast as I can.
So here's the thing. You gotta understand that Pennyworth's not gonna let you leave, number one. And then the fear is what gets you. Like you ain't seen the second episode, but in the second episode, she gets wrapped up and almost basically, you know what I'm saying? But she was able to get free because in that moment of fear, she got angry and was like, "I'm not dying." And then
Mhm.
she was able to overpower him for a second. You see what I'm saying?
Bro,
okay.
So you got to keep
So,
yourself.
like, as a kid, do you think that you have the ability to protect yourself from Pennywise if you can stand your ground like that?
Yeah,
mm,
I feel like
yeah.
27 is.
It is intended to be a generation-long cycle which allows for a new set of children to be
Ah,
terrorized before the original victims. Now adults can return to confront it. Yeah, it's just convenience. The 27-year cycle allows the story children. I never thought about this, but it said the 27-year cycle is not only a plot device, but also serves as a metaphor for how fear is passed down through generations. You were telling me that the kid that you scared, you're seasoning his grandchildren and his grandchildren's grandchildren. That is so fucked up. It's not even funny.
my mouse, my mouse just fell off the table. Why? That's
Stop.
all, that's all I'm
Stop.
saying.
He goes, my mouse just fell off the table.
Watch,
What
after watching
happened?
the next episode on Sunday, Jalen's not gonna want to do the episode.
I watched it. First, the lights will flicker on and off, and then the phone will ring, but there'll be nobody there.